Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Prime Time.
To this day.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Man, this is fight day. Yes, it is, for that Tank versus Martin and that Benavidez versus that Voltic. Man, look, I'm telling you right now, wherever you at, whatever you doing, you need to postpone it. Get yourself ready for this fight tonight. Go ahead and get your food, your wings, your dips, your popcorn, whatever appetizers and hors d'oeuvres you love to have. You need to have all that stuff ready before this fight kick off. You know what I mean? Go ahead and get everything together. You got plenty of time. You got time to cook on the grill. You got time to do everything you need to do. Run all your little errands, drop everybody off, drop your kids off, do whatever you need to do so you can be in the place to be and watch this fight. I don't care if you got to go to a local pub, go to a Oak Cools or a bar or whatever that's showing that fight, Dave and Buster's that's showing that fight if you're out there in Cali. But you need to get yourself together for real, because this Frank Martin fight, this man in the fight of his life, the biggest fight of his life actually, because seeing the weigh-ins always let me know, how the fight is gonna go. And with my expertise, I'm picking your boy. Hold on, I ain't even gonna tell you who I'm picking first. I gotta break it down first. I can't give it to you in the first 2 minutes of the video. No. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna give you my version of keys to victory to win for both fighters, both sides of the coin. That's what you want right now. This is fight day. And how I do it is, on fight day, I give you both sides of the coin from each fighter. It's a head and a tail on the coin, right? It ain't one-sided, right? So when you go to them other channels and they just give you a one-sided depiction of their interpretation or opinion of how the fight gonna go, and they ain't got no track record of fighting. Come on, man. That's ludicrous. So anyway, moving on. Let's break it on down. And first, I'm going to give you the challengers, keys to victory to win. And that is your boy, Frank the Ghost Martin. Frank the Ghost Martin, look, I'm going to tell you right now, what he does well is counterpunch. Frank the Ghost Martin is a very, very good rhythmatic counterpuncher. And what I mean by that is, if you look at it, he fight in rhythms. If you throw 3 or 4 punches at him, he throw 3 or 4 punches, maybe 5 back at you. He loves walking in the fire if need be. Now, Frank does take some unnecessary hits, and that is some of the things that he is going to have to work on. And first key to victory for Frank the Ghost Martin is patience. Patience. I ain't talking about no silence. I'm talking about patience. And patient means he's not going to win if he is so reactive to Gervonta Tank Davis, because Gervonta Tank Davis is the most experienced fighter in that ring, coming in fighting at 67 years old. So, hey, you gotta be very, very cautious when fighting a Gervonta Tank Davis. And the second key to victory for Frank the Ghost Martin is being first. Setting his jab, setting his pace, getting his rhythm going first. Because 9 times out of 10 in every fight, whoever gets their rhythm going first wheels their wheel on that opponent. And that has been how boxing has been since history. Now, of course, some fighters get a little overzealous and get clipped. So, like I said, patience is the first key. Second key is establishing his rhythm, getting into the place of putting his punch first. Timing has to be impeccable to beat a Gervonta Tank Davis. And third, the most important key to victory is that he's gonna have to hit Gervonta Tank Davis with something that's gonna make him respect his game. Yeah, that's the third. Reason being is because if you don't establish your fight presence in that ring, what I mean by that is establishing some type of a power presence to make your fighter weary about doing certain things. If he moves to the left, then he hit him with a hard left hook that will stop him from going to the left, that'll make him retract his thoughts and go the opposite way. That is what I mean by that. Those are the three keys to victory that, he's going to need. And the fourth and probably most critical is that he's going to have to outthink Gervonta Tank Davis, because Gervonta Tank Davis is not just a slugger and a hard puncher and a KO artist, but he has a high IQ in that boxing ring, knowing how to beat tall fighters, mid fighters, and short fighters like Pitbull Cruz, even with one hand. So, and fifth and the last now, follow me. Fifth and the last is that he's going to have to show Gervonta Tank Davis angles and footwork that he has not shown anyone else, that Gervonta Tank Davis himself haven't even seen. So those are the 5 keys to victory for your boy. And now let's go on to the other side of the coin. Let's go to the head side of the coin, because that was the tails right now. We're going to go to the head, and that is Gervonta Tank Davis. His keys to victory will be, first of all, he's going to have to establish his pace. He's going to have to do something that he normally doesn't do, and he normally starts out slow to try and figure out his opponent. But with this fighter right here, he may have to start out a lot faster than he normally starts out. He don't want to start behind the 8 ball, getting behind in points on the point card with a Frank the Ghost Martin, something unseen, unheard of, and he hasn't been in no waters. But, they have had a little sparring match, but you can't count sparring with fighting. That's a whole nother thing. You're talking about headgear, different weight gloves, yada, yada, yada. Well, the second key to Gervonta Tank Davis' victory will be establishing his presence first. That's establishing his jab, establishing his power, making Frank the Ghost Martin feels something he has never felt before, to make him second guess himself, to make him do things even if his corner tells him to do it. He avoids it because he knows that, hey, Gervonta Tank Davis has established his power in this fight already, and though my corner Derrick James is telling me to go right, I'm gonna go left because right hurts. So that's the second. The third is mainly, Gervonta just got to be Gervonta. He got to get in his rhythm first. He got to establish that range and that power. And he has to be Gervonta Tank Davis. The high IQ, the high octane, the fast power shots, the fast jabs, the movement, the footwork. He's going to have to be the normal Gervonta Tank Davis that we're used to seeing. And this may be an easy fight for him. And third would be, hey, he's going to have to make sure his defense is on point. Because the story goes, in the sparring, he got clipped playing and dancing and all that in front of Frank, and Frank caught him with a left. So, being something that Gervonta hasn't really fought a lot of is soft paws, he's going to make sure that his defense is on point. Yeah. Fourth, Gervonta Tank Davis. Hey, he's going to have to hit Frank Martin with one of them shots that make him say, hey, I think I just want to get paid now. And if Frank the Ghost Martin start backpedaling, then we'll know right then and there instantly in the beginning of the fight that Gervonta Tank Davis has hit Frank the Ghost Martin with something. Probably something to the body, maybe even something to the head. But I'm betting more on the body because of the weigh-in, looking at how Frank the Ghost Martin, eye sockets was kind of sunk in, had that Devin Haney-ish, weigh in, unfortunately. And I hope that doesn't play into a factor. But as we know, the last time Ryan Garcia faced Gervonta Tank Davis looking weight drained in the same way, Devin Haney-esque or Ryan Garcia-esque, it never really turns out good because Gervonta, remember, he didn't come to that presser, that little face off, that little media day, the last press conference. He didn't show up to that. Why? Because he got an extra day on getting his weight together. And I think that's why he came in looking in a lot better condition than a Frank the Ghost Martin. So, hey, this is chess, not checkers. And this is boxing. And it's a business. So, I guess, boxers got to start taking notes, seeing how these fighters with these strategies, playing mind games, head games, weight games, missing appointment games, all types of games. So, just take notes, boxers, and tread lightly, and make sure you stay on point. And the fifth and the last, sorry to dwell on too far with that, but the fifth and the last is Gervonta Tank Davis is going to have to hit him with one of them impressive uppercuts. If he can hit Frank the Ghost Martin with one of those impressive uppercuts late in whatever round, man, you can say goodnight. Thank you. And God bless. That type of thing. So we shall see who will utilize these keys to victory. We'll see who can implement their plan first. We'll see which fighter can impose his will first on his opponent. And that fighter will be victorious. And then and only then. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website primetimetalktv.com and copy some merch. All right, y'all, peace, love, I'm out till next time.